What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome if you're new. So, man, this Snoop Dogg Eminem thing keeps going, man. So, in this, Eminem is explaining why he dissed Snoop Dogg. I think we all know if you're Eminem fans. And then supposedly Snoop Dogg responded to this saying that better hope I don't respond to that weak ass shit or something like that. Snoop Dogg is crazy, bro. What's wrong with him? Why is he? What? That doesn't even make any sense, man. Because if you guys remember back in the day, Snoop Dogg said he would never wanted to go on a song with Eminem because he didn't want him to kill him on his own song. Because that's crazy, but and now he's like dissing him and stuff. Of course, this all started because Snoop Dogg did an interview and said that I guess he could live without Eminem's albums or his music or something like that, and it was saying that there's a lot of artists he's not in his top 10, and there's a lot of artists in the 90s that are better than Eminem, blah 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 blah. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with him thinking that and saying all those people names that he called, because all those people, Eminem himself said they inspired him. So I'm sure Eminem have no issues with him putting those people above him. So, but going and saying that if it wasn't for Dr. Dre, Eminem wouldn't be big or whatever, and he could do without his music. That's crazy, bro. Because if you think about it too, without Dr. Dre, you wouldn't be Snoop Dogg either. So what's your point? Dr. Dre's he's just the catalyst to put in Eminem on the main stage. That doesn't mean that he's the one that gave him the ability to rap and put words together. So that's crazy. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, man. But let's see what Eminem's saying. We already know what he's saying. Oh, and by the way, I completely missed that Rihanna line on my first reaction. That's insane. But yeah, shout out to him. I didn't even know he had something came out about him saying something about Rihanna. That's crazy.
A lot. Happy New Year. Eminem is in control of Shade 45.
Hey man, Great Rizzy up here with Eminem right now on Shade 45. Music to be murdered by Side B. The deluxe edition is out there right now. This song that you have is creating a lot of talking. Zeus. The first part with you apologizing to Rihanna for a leaked verse that got out. You know, I thought it said a lot about you as a man, and you've been on the record about the friendship that you have with Rihanna. But this made it onto the project. Why the apology now?
Like I said before, man, Rihanna, I have a lot of respect for Rihanna because of where she came from. She's from the Caribbean, just like me. She's from Barbados. I'm from Jamaica, man. And for a person coming from the Caribbean to be in the position that she's in, it's super inspiring, man. And a lot of people from her country could look up to her for inspiration to become successful like that. So shout out to her, man. I have a lot of respect for Rihanna and her music and all the stuff she's doing business wise. So shout out to her. She's big.
The friendship that you have with Rihanna, but this made it onto the project. Why the apology now?
Well, it was pretty recently that verse had leaked, and honest to God, I told Paul this when it first happened. I was like, first, I didn't know how somebody got it. Second of all, I have zero recollection of even remembering doing that verse. Like the rhyme schemes didn't even sound like familiar to me. Yeah. So I was caught off guard too. I was like, what the fuck?
Must have been when you
that was that was during early stages of the Relapse record that I was working on. So it's 10 plus years old, but I'm not making excuses for it. I said it, and I was wrong for saying that. It was fucking stupid. A lot of times, especially with the Relapse record, when I first started learning how to rap again because of the drug situation that I went through and having to relearn a lot of things, that was one of those things that it was like, well, if it rhymes, say it. I think that being able to look back, I mean, that's not even an excuse, but
facts, bro. He did literally do that. Like, if something rhymed, he was gonna put it in there. If your name rhymed with something and fit the rhyme scheme, He's putting it in there. That doesn't mean he has any beef with you.
Say it. I think
Unless
that
he does
being
have
able to
beef with
look
you.
back, I mean, that's not even an excuse, but I'm just saying, like, that
Facts.
there was a phase I was going through with that Relapse record. I don't know. It's one of those things. I think I just said it because it rhymed, and I'm sure looking back now, I should have thought better of it. You know, it was one of those things that, like I said, I don't even remember recording, but record a lot of songs. So it was like, it's tough sometimes to even, you'd be like, oh shit, I remember that, you know.
I know a lot of people are they're very happy and proud that they got to hear that part from you. You know, that apology on Zeus. There's also a reference with
There's not a lot of people Eminem going to apologize to, man. There's not a lot of people Eminem's gonna apologize to you on any song. So, and for him to say that to Rihanna, he definitely mean it, bro.
that part from you. You know, that apology on Zeus. There's also a reference where, not even a reference, where, you know, you're talking about or speaking to Snoop in the sense of, you know, he you don't need to be dogged by him. And I didn't know exactly when or where, what did Snoop do that made you put this line in this song?
Well, a couple of months ago, you know, he was doing an interview with the Breakfast Club. Somehow my name got brought up, and he was saying things about, you know, I'm not in his top 10, and everything he said, by the way, was
Charlemagne just loves bringing up Eminem. I'm sure it was him that brought it up.
things about, you know, I'm not in his top 10, and everything he said, by the way, was fine, like up to a point. You know, when he I've never said, like, him saying that I'm not in his top 10 because there's some rappers from the 90s that I can't fuck with. Him saying Dre made the best version of me, absolutely. Like, why would I have a problem with that?
Yeah.
Like, would I be here without Dre? Fuck no, I wouldn't. The rappers he mentioned from the 90s, KRS-One, Big Eddie Kane, G-Rap, like, I've never said I could fuck with them. I never said that.
He said,
you know
that
what I'm saying?
they inspired him.
Like, everything was good until, like, you know, it was more like, I think it was more about the tone he was using that caught me off guard, because I'm like, yo, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
I just saw you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it threw me for a loop. Again, I probably could have got past the whole tone and everything, but it was the last statement when he said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that shit. Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. And people started hitting me up about it, like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I didn't know what to do about it at first. Because it confused me, because I'm like, yo, bro, same team. We're on the same team. Like, what the fuck? And I have never in my career, my entire career, ever said a disrespectful word about Snoop Dogg. I mean, what the fuck? Like, his impact on hip hop, like, I can't front on that. But it's like, at what point does it start becoming like, okay, now you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. My top 10, top 5 ain't gonna be the same as his. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, so how could I be mad at that? I wasn't mad about the opinion. It was after that. It was, you know, that the very last statement was like, oh, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, damn, dog. Like, really? But, you know, I said what I said. I addressed it. I felt like I said what I needed to say. And
I'm not saying to choose sides, but it definitely is. It's a song that's going to be talked about for a minute, man. This is Zeus, music to be murdered by, side B, the deluxe edition. Eminem's with us. Shade 45.
What I wonder is, what does Dr. Dre, the man, the legend, the myth himself, think about this? That's what we want. We want to hear Dr. Dre's perspective, man. Let's bring Dr. Dre on the show and let us hear what he thinks about Snoop Dogg saying that, because, you know, Snoop Dogg is signed to Aftermath, man. So I don't know if he still is, but as far as we know, they're on the same label. So I want to see what Dr. Dre says about that, because that's kind of also disrespecting Dr. Dre in a way, because Dr. Dre is the one that put him on and produced a lot of his songs. So if Snoop Dogg is saying that he could do without his music, he's literally saying he could do without Dr. Dre's production. So that's crazy. I want to see what Dr. Dre thinks about this. I wish I could hit him up and be like, yo, Dre, what do you think about what Snoop Dogg said about Eminem, man? What's going on? Did Dr. Dre like diss Snoop Dogg or something? So Snoop Dogg is like mad at Dr. Dre and is taking it out on Eminem? Is that what happened? What's going on? I mean, yeah, I guess we gonna have to find out, man. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my reaction to that, please hit the subscribe button, man, and check out my reaction to Eminem's. I did all the songs already, so if you haven't seen them and you're new, go check them out in my Eminem playlist, man. And I'm out of here, man. Catch you guys later.